Hi everyone. Thank you so much for being there. It's my pleasure and my seva, my service, to be here for you. And my birthday is coming in a few days, and I'm like in this mood of celebrating. And I'm very happy that every day we can spend some time together. And I really thank you for subscribing to my channel. I really thank you for your questions, for your comments, for your feedback. For me, it's a beautiful adventure, these videos, and if in any way they are helping one person, my mission is accomplished. Today I want to share a little bit about what happens when practice happens for a long period of time, and the changes that come with that. And this is not mine at all. Actually, I read it from a post from one of my dear colleagues, and she's a constant inspiration for me. And I read it, and I thought it was incredibly clear. What happens to us? What are the signs that something is changing inside of us after so many years of asana, maybe years of traveling to India, maybe not traveling to India, but having a sadhana that is committed and stable? What starts changing inside of us? And as I approach my birthday, it's a beautiful way of reflecting on the past year and how yoga has helped me survive the intensity of what has happened in my own life. So I think one of the first and most important signs that something has changed inside of us is that after the massive loss, or after the tragedy, or the betrayal, or the wound, for a while we're there and we're just suffering, and we're planning a revenge, or maybe just angry and bitter, and then all of a sudden it's like the sun starts shining again, and we can take a step back and watch the situation or the happening or whatever we experience that broke our heart, and watch it from this witnessing position. And this is the eternal blessing of not identifying with this soap opera that it's called life in the samsara halhala, because of course life is going to bring us all type of tragedies and all type of blockages. So we don't practice, so we stop and completely get depressed and basically give up. That's the aim of the illusion. The illusion does not want us to evolve. She wants us to be completely entangled in this crazy and bitterness and anger and all the poisons. And she doesn't like when someone is not connecting to that drama anymore. But anyways, this is what the yoga is going to eventually give us. The yoga is going to give us the capacity to step back and observe, as if we were actors and actresses in this movie, like a movie, or like theater. And in that awareness, we realize that the people that are there with us, and stabbing each other and hitting and all that, are actually our friends, because they are acting with us all this craziness, so we can understand more about who we are. And they're actually giving us the chance to see ourselves from different angles, because that's the beauty of relationship. In relationship, we can find out what triggers us, where we are still unworthy, where do we feel inadequate, where are we identifying with the whatever we are not. And finding that capacity to, at least for the period of your practice, maybe just being in the witness. For me, it has been a wonderful gift that I would have never anticipated. I was so involved in this continuous drama, especially last year. And some way or another, that's why these videos are happening, because now I can feel I can share from a calmer space inside of me. And of course, this has to do with my teacher, because being with him for 2 months was absolutely like healing and very powerful for me. The second maybe sign that we are like, maybe making a little progress is that we are questioning our beliefs. We're questioning our concepts, and we are also questioning our perceptions. And we don't take anything for granted, and maybe we used to judge people in a certain way. I don't know. In my own experience, I used to judge people according to their studies, if they had been in a good school, if they had gone to university, if they had done masters or not, if they spoke other languages. And now I don't really care about that. I just, I meet people as they are, and sometimes they bring me so much love and so much inspiration, and maybe they didn't even like finish college. So how are we approaching life when life comes to us? And instead of like just pushing things away through our concepts or our judgments, are we really questioning our perception and maybe opening a little window to let in what is there without so many opinions of what is going on? The third one is we understand, especially as Ashtangis, that asana is not it. And when we understand this, usually it's after 10 or 15 years of practice. And even though we're doing the practice, we realize that that's only the tip of the iceberg. And there's so much more underneath the rug. Literally, there's so much more underneath our rug. And realizing this, I think, is a great liberation for many of us, because especially in the Ashtanga world, it can become really competitive. Even though our teacher does not promote that, and he's constantly like, putting people into place, it's something that is very embedded in all of us Western minds. And this capacity to fully appreciate the beauty of asana, and at the same time know that it can be gone in any moment. We can get sick, we can have an accident, we can, go through any physical ailment that will impair us from practicing. But this practice already has done her job, has already started changing how we connect to our body and how we identify with the body or we don't, how we understand our mind and our emotions, and that capacity of the body of taking us deeper while we have it or when we can use it. It's a wonderful experience for any yogi, any ashtangi. And I think that's a beautiful way of realizing what has happened in your path wherever we are, because even if we are starting our practice and we're doing Surya Namaskar A or B and we're just learning to breathe, and that doesn't mean that we are any less than someone that is doing third or fourth series or has been practicing for 20 or 30 years. There's no difference. We are all looking for the light. We are all moving towards our true self. We are all doing the best we can with whatever situations we have, and that capacity to be with our practice in a non-judgmental way, and understanding that practice is going to take us deeper into new territories, into uncharted waters, and practice is going to completely shift our perception and change our life. That's what Ashtanga does. And when someone comes to me for Ashtanga, I usually warn them. There's a warning that says, beware, this practice can really change your life. And it has changed mine in many, many, many ways. And I am very grateful, because everything that I have received from my teacher is for me to share. I know that through my own transformation, many people have transformed as well. And we have a connection from our souls, including my kids. And my children know that their mama is a yogini, and they know about my love for India, and they know that I'm waiting for them here with my heart open, and they already have in their cards that India is there, and the elephants, and the camels, and the temples, and all this love. So wherever we are in our practice, it is way more deeper than the asana. It's about understanding our minds and how they work, and going beyond the patterns that have ruled our life and that maybe have caused a lot of suffering. It's about connecting from our hearts to whoever we meet, and some way or another try to make a difference in the world, because for me yoga is ultimately an activism. It's going to your mat every morning and then going into your life and helping someone, even if you don't know them. I may not know you personally, you on the other side of the camera, but if I can help you in any way and inspire you to pick up your practice or go back or find a teacher or come to India, I'm here for you. And you can call me, you can message me. I will be so happy to, one way or another, influence you so you can take practice. And my guru used to say, you come, and that you come means everyone can come. You take practice, and then Shanti is coming, and then peace is coming. And that's what I have experienced in my own life. And despite all the waves and all the tsunamis and all the crises that I have been blessed with, I'm still here and I'm still joyful, and I still consider my practice the best medicine of all. So if one way or another you have been with me in a workshop, or you were my student in Costa Rica, or you were my student in any other part of the world, and I can only tell you this is the best medicine ever, you take it. You take it every day with devotion and with gratitude, and your life is going to be completely transformed. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for supporting my channel. Please share it with whoever you consider may be interested in the path of yoga. And let's celebrate the blessing of life.